Thank you, John, Gerta, Konstantinos, and Menexenia for joining this evening. John and Konstantinos, what do you think Syriza and the new coalition must do to be a successful governing coalition, if there's anything they can do?
Thank you very much. This is a complicated issue because it's a fragile country we're talking about right now, economically and politically. So first, they need to ensure that the coalition is held together. Second, they need to build the confidence that was lost with the economic crisis. They need to build the confidence both internally and externally. Third, most importantly maybe, they need to rebuild the economy. And also, they need to resolve the humanitarian crisis. Now, these are equally important altogether to keep the country together and for Syriza and ANEL to be a successful government.
Thank you. Konstantinos?
Okay, I thoroughly agree with John on a lot of these points. I think that now that Mr. Tsipras has been elected, he needs to be less of a populist demagogue, drop his crazy socialism, and become more of a pragmatic leader. Despite the fact that his party has a radical left platform, surprisingly, Syriza could be more open than its predecessors in breaking the grip of entrenched interests. Syriza and Mr. Tsipras need to make sure that Greece stays in the euro. More than 75% of the Greek public supports Greece's membership in the euro, and only 22.3% are negative. Mr. Tsipras needs to make sure he moves ahead with the structural reforms that were put in place by the previous government, because in spite of its fallacies, the memorandum has a lot of good medicine that's tough for us. And he should not stop the privatizations. He should also tackle tax evasion, go after corruption, and make sure that everybody has a fair share in their taxes, and build growth and reverse this self-defeating trend of austerity that you're struggling from. Yes.
Thank you. Gerta, why was Syriza so successful in the January elections, especially in contrast to other anti-austerity parties in this election and previous elections?
Thanks for your question, Elizabeth. First of all, we have to mention that the vote of the population was a protest vote. This was coming from the Greeks in a time of 5 years of austerity, so they said enough is enough to the two main parties, the New Democracy and the PASOK party that were in government, and they voted actually for Syriza and not other anti-austerity parties such as Golden Dawn or ANEL, the coalition government right now with ANEL, Independent Greeks, because exactly they were far right. I think the Greek population had not real alternatives. This is why the majority voted for Syriza in these elections. Thank you.
And Menexenia, in light of what you've called a major economic and humanitarian crisis in Greece, is there a strong sentiment of blame among the Greek people? And if so, whom or what organizations or political parties do Greeks blame?
Thank you, Elizabeth. So, in face of the economic and humanitarian crisis that Greece is facing right now, the Greek people seem to blame not only the Greek government, but also the European Union leadership. More specifically, they blame the Greek government because of the existing corruption, the past policies applied, and the huge deficit that has been created in the country. On the other hand, they blame the European Union leadership because there is a lack of cooperation with the Greek government and because they are not targeting towards growth. Thank you.